Hi everyone and welcome to my thank card. It's Friday. Today we'll be making this boy birthday card and I've got my little assistant Sky. You probably won't see it, but this is her hand. Wave, Sky. And she's going to help me do some punching out. Okay, so let's start getting this card together. We're going to be using Night of Navy cardstock. And the colour combination is white, red, Temping Turquoise, and Night of Navy. So the paper that we'll be using is from the one sheet, and it is a designer series paper from Stampin' Up, and it's the big top. And it's got the most fabulous, bold, bright colours in there. So we're going to use the circles out of this one here, and Sky is going to punch out using the 1-inch circle some of the circles here from this designer series paper. Alright, so what I would like Sky to do is to punch out and use 2 white stars with the red background and a little ball. So yeah, so anywhere on the side here, Sky. And while she's doing that, we're also going to be, I'll give you the measurements. So this one here, the Night of Navy cardstock has just been cut in half of an A4 cardstock. Don't want to see your head, darling. And we'll be using Whisper White and we'll be running this through the big shot. The Whisper White is measured at 5.5 and 3 3/4. Now I did use a non-Stampin' Up embossing folder on here, but I'm going to use a Stampin' Up folder this time, and it's the Perfect Polka Dots embossing folder. So I'm going to run that through the big shot, and we'll be right back with the punch outs and the embossed white Whisper White cardstock. Okay, so we've adhered the Perfect Polka Dots down onto the Night of Navy, and Sky's punched these out beautifully. Now as the background as well to this, we're using the Postage, the 1 1/4 in, and we're going to punch that out in Not Quite Night of Navy, and then in Whisper White we're going to punch out the Postage stamp punch. Alright, so Sky can use the 1 1/4 punch. You want to come in here? And I'll use this one, you use this one. There you go. So I'm going to use... No, it's okay. Alright. So 3 each. And then we're just going to adhere those as a layer. So we're going to just layer these down. And we're going to form 3 of these ones together. Alright, so I've also got some Night of Navy cardstock, which is 4.5 by 2 1/4, and I'm going to adhere my designer series paper, the star cutout one, and that is measured at 4 3/8 and 2 1/8. So I'm just going to snail this down. Okay, and before I think of adhering that down, I've got some Cherry Cobbler Baker's twine. I'm just going to grab some snail. I'm going to wrap that around about 4 times, I think, just to get some good coverage there. And just grabbing my paper snips. Sky is sticking these down, the punch outs together. And I'm going to then put some dimensionals behind this cardstock here. Alright. Okay. Now, just so I get the positioning right, Sky, would you put some snail behind all these for me, please? I'm going to take the snail, the backing off these. And I'm going to sit that there, but before I put that down, I'm going to get this down. Alright, so I try and get the center of where I'm going to put my pieces, so it's around there, and then I'm going to place that. Just trying to get it nice and straight. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to adhere that down. Then I've got some not quite navy cardstock here, a 3" by 1 3/8, and then some Temping Turquoise, which is 2 7/8 by 1 1/8. And I'm going to heat emboss using my embossing buddy first, getting any residue off my cardstock. And using then my Versamark because I am heat embossing. Now the stamped image I'm using is Happy Birthday, and it's actually from Bring on the Cake stamp set, which comes in 2 containers because there's so many of them, and it's such a versatile birthday stamp set. So it caters for masculine and any type of birthday, and I just love it. Okay, so using my Versamark ink, if I can keep my cardstock still. Pressing that down. Grabbing my white embossing powder. Just running that through. Doesn't look as bright just before you heat emboss, but when you heat emboss it makes it quite striking and it really pops the colour out. So just grabbing my heat gun. And it just makes the white stand out even more. Alright, so I'm going to adhere that down onto my cardstock. Getting it centered. Now I'm going to put dimension on that as well. I'm just going to put that on the cardstock. So that's my thank card. It's Friday. It's a boy card, nice and bright and vibrant, using nice bright colour combination of real red, Temping Turquoise, Whisper White, and Night of Navy. So thanks for watching, and also thanks for having Sky help out. Alright everyone, enjoy your weekend. Bye.